Hey everyone, you did it. You made it to video number 8, the final video in my 8-part series about communication tips for leaders. Thank you so much to those of you who have watched a few videos or even all the videos in the series. I genuinely appreciate it. And this video wraps it up. In the previous videos, I talked about why you need to focus on communication tips as a leader or communication skills as a leader. And it comes down to this crazy statistic that more than 90% of employees say that their leaders are bad communicators. That is shocking. If you want to be in that 10%, definitely check out some of the other videos that I've already done in this series because we cover things like public speaking skills, how to run a great Zoom meeting, how to communicate better in person with your staff. So this is the final video in this 8-part series, and it's all about an answer to a question that really struck me. And the question was, what makes a great leader? And there's all sorts of answers that were given as part of this survey, but the one that stood out to me was a good leader is available. A good leader is available. They have an open door policy, and you don't feel like you're intruding or you're disrupting them by knocking on the door and coming in. Now, I've been fortunate to work with some great leaders who definitely are available. They're always ready. You worry that you might be disrupting them, and they're like, no, come in every single time. Like, it blows me away because I'm bad at not being like that all the time. So I've been really fortunate, but I've also worked with leaders who you kind of tiptoe. It feels like you're walking on eggshells. You're nervous to ask them a question. And that answer is exactly how I feel about those leaders and those leaders' communication skills. The ones that I have no problem going and knocking on their office door, or I don't have to knock because it's already open, but walking right in, those are the leaders I really appreciate. And I would say all of those people are effective communicators as well. So as we talked about a lot of these other tips in the previous videos in this series, the thing that is unique about this tip is it's on your employees' time. It's not on your time. See, the other ones, the ideas such as walking around the hallways every single morning and chatting to your staff, asking them non-work related questions, or any of these tips, they had to do with you purposefully doing those things on your time. This one's tougher because you could be in the middle of something. You could be in a project, and you know you're in that zone where you're working really hard, and then somebody comes and they look like they have a sort of urgent request, and sometimes that knee-jerk reaction is to dismiss them or tell them later or that type of thing. But I'd really encourage you as a leader to be a great leader. Be that person who is willing. It's different if you're in the middle of a meeting or something like that, but if you are available, rather than pushing it off, make that person feel welcome. And then when they tell you their problem or their question, even if it is something that seems obvious, don't make them feel silly for asking. Encourage the fact that they came, hey, thanks for stopping by, I appreciate it. That employee is going to have such a better impression. You're going to build the trust. And that's what it's all about. Being a great leader is about building trust and having your employees think that they can come to you with anything. And that all ties into communication. And you will be one of the 10%, one of the 10% of employees that think that their leader is a great communicator, not one of the 90% that thinks their leader sucks at communication. I really hope this 8-part series was of value to you. If it was, subscribe to my channel, let somebody know about it, send it off to them, whichever videos you think they might find interesting or relevant. And thank you so much for checking out this series. My name's Wade Patterson, and I love all things communication, and I'm passionate about making you a more impactful communicator.